But I'm so sick. I do not feel good. I can't breathe. And I know it's because it's some cigarettes. I already know what it is. Most High already told me why I'm sick. He's like, you're sick because you stop it. So I have one cigarette left, and that's it. And I'm done. So it was only a tool to help me stop using vapes because my vape, I got in such a habit of hitting it almost all the time. I would wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I'd hit my vape. Be at the doctor's in the waiting room waiting, and I'd have to go in the bathroom and hit my vape. Like, it didn't matter where I was. I hit my vape everywhere I went. It was a bad habit to. I want to say it was hard because it wasn't hard to stop because I had the cigarettes to replace it. I have to stop the cigarettes, but I'm sick and I don't feel good, and I have to go out and work for me and my family today. Foremost High, I have to go do somebody's gutters, and then I get to do these and things. Knock on doors and ask people if they want their lawns mowed or their leaves raked or oh my goodness. This is exciting. Like, I'm getting excited talking about this. So yesterday, my daughter, I told her that she has to catch the bus for a little bit because I have to do, I have to go out here and work for me and her and make sure that I keep us afloat as long as she's doing her part and making sure that she's, her and I had to have a conversation. I'm not going to talk about it, but I really think that, because I told her, like, listen, God's leading me to have this conversation with you. And, she's 16, but she wants to be treated like she's an adult. She acts like she's an adult, and she's only 16 and a minor when it's convenient for her. And that's okay because she's 16. You know what I mean? I get it. I was 16. So, fuck, I just forgot what I was saying. So I love smoking weed. I love smoking cannabis because I get the greatest thoughts. But then right in the middle of a sentence, I'll forget what I'm saying. And it pisses me off. And it just popped back in my head. I was talking about the sticks. Okay, thank you. And I didn't do that because God's outside of us. I did that because that's like something that like represents, because there's still a lot of people that don't know the things that I know. And that's okay. Because I'm here to, what God told me? God put this on my heart. He said that if you're meant to go viral, it don't matter how many times you post, because look at how many people will post one time and go viral. If it's not God's will for your life to go viral, you're not going to go viral. Stop stressing yourself out. Stop sitting in the house or sitting on your phone all day long. Put it down. Put it down. When you start trusting God 100% to provide for your life and have faith, He has provided me with a lawnmower. He has provided me with a gas can, a 2-gallon gas can. And that's good for a lawnmower, and a rake and broom. I was able to invest in these things. Well, my mom and her boyfriend allowed me to use their lawnmower and rake so I can do this, because they told my mom, I was like, listen, this is the vision that God has put into my heart. Most High has put into my heart that I'm supposed to be going out here and talking, getting in the community and telling people the truth. And it's a hard conversation to have, but if they're willing to listen, I'm going to tell them. Listen, that's why now, like, I don't care about, like, I care about doing videos, but God told me, Jessica, God said, this is what He told me. This is what Most High told me. I'm not doing this anymore. Okay, so my videos were, like, I had to believe in my head because I wasn't where I am right now at that time. So God needed me to believe that I had to make a channel like how I see so many creators make, except mine, I had to somehow intertwine my story and my experience into it. And I couldn't figure out how to do that. I did a little bit, but listen, I tip my hat off to every single one of you who make those channels and make them prosper. Like, you are amazing. Listen, that shit is some work, and I give every single one of you your flowers. And the channel that I watch the most is QHF. I am QHF. That's the channel that I watch the most, because that's, for me, with what I believe in, and how I see the lenses I see through. I see a lot. Our lenses are very similar. You know what I mean? And so that's really the only one that I watch. And you know what? I like to watch spirituality videos. And I want to say he shows them on both, but one channel is like majority conspiracy theories. And I mean, he gives good perspectives, but he just kind of sits there and he's like, or it really is about thinking outside of the box. And then he'll go in, like, he's got good shit to say, but it's like, it's who he is, you know what I mean? It's his personality, and that's amazing. And and Dre OG has, like, really good energy, but he's more on like a funny tip, because he'll be watching the video and he'll QHAP does the same shit. But for me, QHAP comes with the realest perspective. So if you are ready to grow and ready to thrive in life and ready to like find out who you really are, who you truly are, not by what a Bible tells you, not by what a person in a building is telling you. And I'm not saying they don't have good things to say. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that Lucifer has made us so separated, and his darkness reigns over this earth. And we can all see it, and we're tired of it. I know you're tired of it. If you're still watching this, then I know you're listening. So, because these don't get that many views right now, and that's okay, because I know that those weren't meant for me at that time, and I know that I'm doing this, and I am so excited. I'm so excited for every single person in the world who wants to feel the way I feel, who wants to listen. I had a really good job, like a really good job. I had health benefits. I had 401k. I got paid holidays as soon as I got hired. Like, the only thing I had to wait 60 days for was to get a boot vulture, because we had to have steel toe with the metal plate in it. But bro, those are regular steel toe. Like, something I remember being at work. It was a factory. I worked at Old Castle in Napoleon, and I loved it there. I loved that job. That was the best job I've ever had. And I was sorry. I was there it goes again. It's happening. I forgot. I was gonna say it. Oh, my job. Yeah, it was the best job I've ever had. And, like, even though the people there, like, treated me, I mean, not everybody did, but I've always, when I have a job, because when I have a job, I'm sober, and, like, I'm doing good. And so when I work, I I like it, you know what I mean, no matter what the job is. And there's been jobs where I was like, ugh, like, why can't this just be in a little better conditions, or why, you know what I mean? But I had to endure the ugly ones too, you know what I mean? They couldn't all be great. And I've had good jobs, but it wasn't my time to be sober yet, you know what I mean? And so I would always lose them. And I finally knew that this was my job. This was gonna be my forever job. And I was gonna make sure that was gonna happen. Um, and I'm not crying because I'm sad or anything like that, but it was just, it was the first time in my life that I knew everything was gonna be okay. And I was gonna make sure it was gonna happen. I knew I could count on me because I did the work I needed to when I was in treatment for the last time. After being in treatment for, you know what, I forget, it's like 8 or I don't remember. I'd have to sit down and count it, but I know it's up there. The number's up there. I've been to treatment like quite a few times. But every time I didn't realize that every single time I went to treatment, I took a piece with me. Like every time I left, I found a piece of the puzzle that was missing. Um, but my puzzle was still incomplete, you know what I mean? And and so I had to find the pieces to fit my puzzle. And that's what happened for my whole life. My whole life I've been finding the puzzle pieces. You know what I mean? But really picking up, like really, really trying to find the pieces since 2018 when I went to treatment for the first time. I went to treatment for the first time and yeah, okay. I was gonna start talking about something God's like, most I was like, no, that's another video. Okay. So anyways, yeah, well, I have things to do and I have to get out here and go make this money for my family. So I'm gonna go. I will, when I get back tonight, I'll edit this and I will post it out. So I hope that whoever does watch this, that you have an amazing next 24. If I don't see you again, I hope you have a smooth 7. I'm sure if you stayed this far, I will see you again. I love you.